Okay, example 2 here on Algebra 8-5 notes. The first three terms of a sequence, so again, not being specified if it's arithmetic or geometric, so we're going to have to figure that out. And they're asking us to write that recursive rule. So remember, recursive rule means that, a sub n is equal to a sub n minus 1, and then so on and so forth, depending on, if it's arithmetic or geometric. Okay, looks like we're going to have to do a little bit of math here, which I do not want to do, so boo that. So to get to 216 to 144, I'm just going to do that little bit of subtraction in my calculator. I would need to minus 72. And then from 144 to 96, I would need to minus 48. So that tells me it's not arithmetic. I don't absolutely have to write that down, but you're definitely going to get some partial credit if you can't finish everything, because you're proving to me that you know stuff, and that's what a test is. Crazy. All right, so that means it has to be geometric, because those are the only two ones that we know how to write rules for. So if you're not sure how to find the common ratio, you can always set up a baby equation to find the common ratio. So I'm just going to make a little note here. You can create a baby equation, baby meaning just a really small, like one-step equation. You can create a baby equation to find your common ratio. What is a common ratio? A common ratio, as we know, is something that you're multiplying by to get to the next term. So there's something that I'm multiplying, some r, that I'm multiplying by to get to the next term. So making that baby equation, there's something I'm multiplying 216 by, some r, that when I do that, it's going to give me 144. Well, I can solve for r. R is being multiplied by 216, so I'm going to do the inverse and divide by 216, getting us a r value. 144 divided by 216 is a repeating decimal, so we're going to math frac that to get 2/3. And I can always go through and double check that to make sure that that's correct, because if I take 144 and multiply it by 2/3, that should give me 96, and it does. So, yes. All right, so then my recursive rule is just going to look like a sub n is equal to a sub n minus 1. Common ratio is that multiplying, so I'm multiplying by 2/3 times 2/3. Don't forget the first term. A sub 1 is equal to 216. And that right there is your recursive rule or your recursive definition.